same vein, remember when they got Patrick Warburton to voice Buzz Lightyear for Buzz Lightyear of Star Command?
Yes.
But then when they released the VHS of the movie version, it was still Tim Allen, but then it should have been Warburton. And I actually do think Patrick Warburton did a really good job in that show.
I think so too.
Yeah. And now people are up in arms about like him not voicing Buzz in the Lightyear movie.
Which is weird to me because it's like, isn't like Buzz Lightyear is supposed to be like this 20-something? Like, why are we having a 70? Like Tim Allen actually sounds older now. He doesn't sound like a 20-something.
Yeah. Well, one thing I think is interesting, and someone actually pointed this out on Twitter, it's like, I actually think it's a better choice because it's almost like how whenever you get the toy of something, the voice never quite sounds like the original.
Yeah.
Like clearly it's someone else just doing an impression. So the idea that this is the original Buzz Lightyear and that the toy Buzz Lightyear is Tim Allen makes sense.
Everyone's talking about like the logic of the movie in relation to like, is everyone fucking stupid? Because I instantly got it.
I haven't seen Lightyear yet, so
I haven't either.
No. But the logic that it's supposed to be like the movie that Andy watched that he bought the toy from.
Yeah.
But the cartoon Buzz Lightyear of Star Command was like the real Ghostbusters version of that.
Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. That makes so much sense.
So the reason Andy's toy has a different voice is because Buzz Lightyear in Star Command used a different voice actor to the film Lightyear.
Yep. It's like, it's like when they got Lorenzo Music to play Bill Murray's character. And then Lorenzo Music was the voice of Garfield. And lo and behold, years later, they do a Garfield movie and Lorenzo Music has passed. So who voices Garfield? Bill Murray.
Also, come to think about it, I know there's people who are like, well, remember in the second Toy Story? I don't think anyone's making this debate, but now I've just thought it in my brain. The second Toy Story, Tom Hanks voiced himself in the TV show. Yeah, but they were puppets. This is supposed to be like a live, quote unquote, live action.
Yeah, I imagine Buzz Lightyear was a toy built in the, the mid 90s. He's a contemporary toy. Back then, you probably could have easily gotten the same actor who puppeteered Woody to record some dialogue for the toy line.
Also, he's using the same lines that he said in the same show. They probably cut and paste what was used in the show.
Probably.
Yeah. If I recall, it's kind of like if I recall, Kira Buckland did she wasn't the original voice actress for the animated oh my goodness, the animated Wonder Woman or something like that, but she did the doll.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So and it's like it sounds somewhat similar, but it's clearly
Kira.
Yeah.
Because Kira's really good at what she does, but you'll listen. It's like Jim. It's like anybody who's a really prolific voice actor. You'll hear him and go, "Oh, that's so and so." They do really good, but there's certain inflections and tones. You're like, that's her. That's not a criticism. It's like, again, you play any game or watch anything, you go like, oh, there's Kevin Michael Richardson, there's Cree Summer, there's Jim Cummings, just people
Welcome to Under Criticism Artiste. And I don't know. I'm just making
this is Undercooked Analysis.
Undercooked Analysis. I haven't even seen Lightyear yet.
No, none of us have.
No.
I don't know when this is going to segue away from the dregs, but since we're here now, we might as well get into the thick of things. I am David.
I'm Kaela.
I'm Allen.
And Gracie's over there somewhere.
Sorry, I forgot for a sec.
You forgot that you were Allen, or you forgot Gracie was over there?
Forgot I was Allen.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Get in the character, okay?
Yes.
Okay, what are you for?
Let Lily lick Lionel's lusty leathers. Let Lily lick Lionel's lusty leathers. Okay, we got it.
Woo! All right.
Nice.
Hey, we're back. It's a day. It's a night. We have been drinking a little bit in anticipation for tonight's episode. We were told we had to pick our poison, and which reminds me of an old segment we used to have on UCA before we started actually, really earnestly taking submissions as the main means of the show's format. That was a little thing I came up with, hey, you decide what you want us to read, and you would just send us links to stuff that you thought was interesting. But since we do not read stories randomly from the internet anymore, we figured, well, that kind of fell by the wayside. But lo and behold, it gets brought up in today. So we have to pick some poison submitted to us by our old friend and longtime listener, Bringeroflighters.
Oh yeah. We haven't read anything by him, have we?
No, we haven't. Well,
wait. That's not true. We did. I think he's entered a couple.
He's entered some of the challenges.
Yeah.
But this is like his first earnest like submission. I should say it's with the message. Hello guys, longtime listener, Bringeroflighters here. A mix of 2 stories I wrote in a couple hours and some poetry I wrote back in high school. Hope you guys and then it cuts off. So we're in for something now. Now, I appreciate the candor of sending us stuff that you wrote in high school. But I don't think. I don't know.
I don't think I really want to read poetry from high school because
it could be amazing. It probably isn't. That's not a knock at you, Bringer. That's just
it's just not what we read on the show.
Yes.
Look, I wrote poetry in high school. It was shit.
I didn't write poetry in high school.
I did. So
I wasn't.
Here's the funny thing. When I was in high school, I would write short stories, and a couple of those were actually like would be like picked for like literary magazines, or like one actually won second place in something. I entered a poetry contest. Didn't get anything.
That's fair. Hey, we read your short story.
Yeah. So again, I am better at writing short stories than I am at writing poems. God bless anybody who can write poems, but that is not my forte.
So you'll hopefully, Bringer, you'll forgive us for not reading.
I wrote really terrible scripts for comic books in high school.
I wrote fan fiction. Anyway,
me too.
Yeah,
that too.
We all did.
Actually, funny enough, I give props to. So when I'm gonna give props to a teacher here because I had one teacher who, when I can't remember if it was 10th or 11th grade, but I had a free period, and it was like in the middle, so I didn't know what to do with it, and she said, my classroom is completely open during that time. So if you want to take it over, you can. And she was a journalism teacher. So it was a computer room with a television and all that. So I basically, every classroom would go in there and I would take that time to write short stories, write fan fiction with the freedom of nobody watching over my shoulder or anything. And you know what? Thank you to that teacher. You are awesome. I remember her name. It's Mrs. Linehan. Thank you, Mrs. Linehan. Because of you, my writing has improved, and I have now written apparently some radio plays for a award-winning podcast. So that you have, yeah. So that's Midnight Marinara, by the way, just in case you didn't know. Yeah. So, but yeah, I want to give. I don't know where she is now. She was old when I was in high school, so she might have passed away. She's older. She could be older. No matter what state she's in, she's older now. Or she could be passed away, but I don't know. I haven't really looked into it, but. Well, it's like They Might Be Giants says. Time is marching on. And time. Anyway. So what are these stories? Well. Real quick, I'm going to go pour myself a double. Oh, do it. I see. Okay. You do that. While you're doing that, here's the thing. We might have to pad this a little bit, and I'll be completely honest about that, because they are very short. They are very short. So that's why we're going to be drinking and joking. Yep. Hey, Bringer, thank you for submitting these. I'm going to say that ahead of time. Be prepared for us to be a little loopy for this one, because that's what we do. I think he would be appreciative of that, in all honesty. Yeah, I mean, Bringer's listened to us for a while. Bringer, I will also say, Bringer has, and this is almost a little side plug, Bringer has been an avid listener and contributor, in the sense that he joins in on the discussions and asks questions of the Darkly Lit podcast. Which I appreciate. Like, Darkly Lit actually holds a special place in my heart, because Sadie and I started that, and that was something we were like, you know what, let's make a book club. We want to read more. Mm-hmm. I now read probably too much, but there's no such thing. I'm glad you read way more than me, but and I used to be quite the reader. Everybody says that, like, wow, you read so much more than me. And I'm like, I don't feel like I read that much. There's some people, it's funny. I always, when I hear people who are hobbyists or like have a hobby, I'm always in that in between. Okay, back me up on this, people. Like, have you ever been in that like stage where it's either people who don't do anything at all, but then they say, "Oh, I like this," but then, okay, I need to make this clear. Let me put my drink down. Okay,
I'm taking your drink.
Go for it.
It's mine now.
So, okay, so like, let me use an example. Hiking. There's people who never hike. And then there's times where I enjoy hiking, but I do it only on occasion because there's not many places to hike around here. But then you talk to people that say, oh, I also like hiking. I hike every single day. And it's just like, oh, yeah. I feel like there are readers out there where if I feel like if I say, oh, I read, and they're like, oh, how much do you read? And I'm like, oh, I read about like a book a week. And they're like, I read a book every day. And I'm like, good.
It's not a competition.
It shouldn't be, but it feels like if I talk to someone who is a reader, they always read like way more than I do. Or
just let people, everybody does it at their own pace. It's just important not to judge yourself based on other people's brags. Don't judge your inside by other people's outsides. Okay, y'all? That's important. They're projecting. Don't take their projection as everything. All right. Okay.
Americans read an average of 12 books a year. You're fine.
Yeah, I read about.
I'm probably floating around 16.
I read about 60 books a year, and I do keep track of them, and then I actually rate them, because I mean. I like to give people recommendations. And when people are like, oh, what do you recommend? I can now have a list that I can go back and like, let me tell you, let me see which ones that I liked. And then I can be like, oh yeah, I enjoyed this. Here, let me recommend this to you because I had just recently read it. Because my memory sucks.
Want to hear about the 2 stupid things I'm unreasonably excited about recently purchasing?
What?
One on the topic is I pre-ordered a signed copy of Jason Pargin's next book in the John Dies at the End series.
Oh, yeah.
And the second thing is, and it should be here within the week, I got prescription sunglasses for the first time.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I should probably get a pair for myself. Sorry for that we're padding this. We're actually... I know people are like, get to the story.
I've got a list of unrelated shit I can talk about.
We'll probably sprinkle that throughout. Which I'm always happy to do.
Okay, so this first story is called, I went to Whole Foods at 11 a.m. and now I wish I hadn't. Now, let me first back it up. This is clearly a first draft because I am seeing a lot of grammatical errors.
Was this for our bad creepypasta contest?
No, it wasn't.
I don't know, actually.
Oh, maybe. Well, we never...
The only context we have is these are 2 stories he wrote in a couple
hours.
Oh, wait. I just found the rest of Bringer's message. It didn't end with, I hope you end... One of these days I'll write something serious, is what he...
Oh, so this isn't serious.
So this is not... Neither of these are serious.
Okay. Because I'm looking at this and I'm like, the I's are not capitalized in this, and I don't see any commas. And
there's a couple. Wait, no, there's not.
No, there isn't, and I don't even see any like.
There's apostrophes at least in a couple places.
In a couple, but I hadn't doesn't have an apostrophe. So my guess is this is definitely a first draft, and no editing was done. But that's fine. Like. I mean, the one guy, like, our last...
Are these short story 1-esque stories?
Shall we figure out what the whole...
I don't know. Is this even long enough to warrant? Because it's like, I don't even know where one...
Well, short story is written this... Short story wrote something this short.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Maybe every 3 sentences we switch off.
Yeah.
Maybe?
Yeah, I think that's a good...
Because it's a big block.
Okay, I'll read the first 3. Because I was last time.
Okay. And then you tag whoever you want to go next.
Okay.
Of the 2 of us.
Hi there. I'm a line cook, and sometimes I don't have time to eat between the dinner rush. So I decided to go to Whole Foods and see if they had a remedy for that. Wait, what? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Basically, maybe there's okay. Last time I went, I found these tablets that when it dropped in water hold on. Last time I went, I found these tablets that, when dropped in water, act as almost Pedialyte, which is perfect for the amount of hangovers I get. Why are you having hangovers as a line cook?
You have to drink a lot.
Actually, I'm going to step in here. That makes total sense.
I was going to say, I think that sentence would have been easier to get through if there were some commas in places.
Yeah. Commas are your friends, people.
Commas are your friends, but don't overdo it. I've been told I overdo it on commas when I write things.
My father was a chef, and I can attest to the fact that, not from him specifically, but the amount of drinking and pot smoking from the entire cooking staff is mythic. So,
you know what? Okay, I believe that.
Cool. Okay, so we got a line cook who's going to Whole Foods to get something like Pedialyte.
Alan.
I got out of work at 11 a.m. and got a notification on my phone that Whole Foods was open till 12.
Wait, hold on. Back up.
Yep.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Notification on my phone. Who's notifying you?
You know how you get random text messages about how late Whole Foods is open?
Yeah, I do all the time. Don't
What?
You?
Is that a thing?
Don't you?
No. No, it's not.
It was actually, I thought it was like crazy for a second. I'm like, wait, maybe there is. I don't know. I
just love the idea that he walked into Whole Foods one time and then now gets notifications about every hour on the hour. Hey, we're closing in like 2 hours. Hey, we're closing in 1 hour.
Wait, till 12 p.m., 12 a.m.? What are you, wait, and also, what Whole Foods is open only until 12 p.m.?
I set myself up on a constant notification service. It's not even text messages anymore. Every once in a while, I just get a phone call and I answer it and say hello. And it's like, Wendy's is open for 10 more minutes. Fuck!
oh shit. Now I want fucking Wendy's.
And I don't even want to go to Wendy's, but it's just nice to know.
You know, I never did get that chicken sandwich.
I'm assuming he meant 11.
It was chicken salad.
Oh, that was the chicken salad. That's right.
Yeah. I'm assuming he meant 11 p.m., but he says a.m. in the...
I got out of work at 11 a.m. I got a notification on my phone that the Whole Foods is open till apparently only till noon. This is the weirdest Whole Foods in the world. We close at noon. What? This is breakfast Whole Foods and only breakfast.
God, even breakfast places open until like 2 p.m. Hell, their donut place closes at 1.
Perhaps coincidentally, this is the least shopped at Whole Foods in the country.
Yeah.
It's the late night.
They cannot figure out why they're not turning a profit.
It's the late night Whole Foods. It's like we're open only at nights. This is the only Whole Foods.
It opens at 12 a.m. and closes at 12 p.m.
You have 12.
I'm still drunk. Give me some quinoa or whatever. Quinoa? Is that how you say it?
Okay, go ahead.
What, Clonoa? Like the PlayStation character?
What? You son of a bitch. Okay, Alan.
So I got in my car and bolted over. Now, usually, I try not to spend a lot of money, but it's hard when Whole Foods has so many great snacks like chickpea puffs and cauliflower chips.
Go to your nearest Whole Foods today. Okay. Make sure to get there
Whole Foods is pretty good for snacks, but let me tell you something, everybody. I made it to a Trader Joe's for the first time.
Oh,
really?
And man,
yeah.
I tell you, for me, it's those peanut butter pretzels.
Oh, fuck, we forgot to buy peanut butter pretzels.
We went grocery shopping today.
We were actually just at TJ's.
Yeah, we were just in Tijuana. Anyway.
Yes. Sorry.
Trader Joe's is great if you want like semi-healthy snacks and a bottle of wine that costs less than a gumball that will give you a headache for 9 straight days.
It's true.
Anyway. Yeah. So I'm walking down the drink aisle and see they have a product called Soylent on sale in a 4-pack.
No. Bringer?
No.
Okay. Bringer?
Time out.
Uh-huh.
There's the obvious joke, but there's also the fact that Soylent is the name of a thing you can buy, a meal replacement shake.
Oh, is that a real thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, you know how I was doing Huel, the meal replacement stuff?
Yeah.
I was on while I was during my diet.
Mm-hmm.
Soylent is basically the same thing.
Okay.
There's different flavors. You can get it as a powder and mix it. It comes pre-mixed in bottles. It's meal replacement, and it gives you the harshest farts you'll ever have.
I remember reading a book called The Art of Fielding in college, and that was a plot point that came up where, as in order to get the training, this wonder pitcher who was like doing the whole thing, he ends up drinking something akin to a Soylent. I actually remember specifically about how it gave him, his roommate is getting him to drink it, or he's drinking it, and his roommate said it gives him the foulest smelling waste imaginable. But it also described it how at one point he's like running up and down the bleachers on like a snowy day or something. And I remember specifically there was a line where he's like getting into it, and he talks about how a magnificent fart propels him up the last two steps or something.
Okay, David.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. So we were saying it was on sale in a 4-pack. It says it's a meal supplement, but the price was $30.
Okay, so he's just talking about Soylent then.
Okay,
yeah.
So Soylent is it's actually expensive too.
Yep, that's true.
When I'm doing Huel, it's like $65 for the month, but that's enough for me to have one every day for a month, and it's a complete meal. So
that's too expensive. I need 4 packs. That's too expensive. So I looked over and saw a cheaper brand called Soylent Green.
No!
God damn it.
No! Bringer, no, you can't do this. Okay. For those who don't know.
Let's see if this play, is there going to be a twist? I don't know.
Oh, God.
For $15, and it was on sale. After picking this up, I went over pick up my favorite gelato stracciatella.
Yeah.
Stracciatella
with chocolate shavings.
I've heard that's pretty good.
It does sound pretty good, actually. Are we really going into Soylent Green?
Oh my God.
Are we really going into Soylent Green?
You can't do this for if it goes where I think it's going, I'm going to need then we're going to need to talk. Because you can't.
Okay. So if we're going where we think it's going, here's why it's bad. First off, Soylent, the company, knew exactly what they were doing when they named their product Soylent. They've said it in an interview. It's a joke.
Yeah.
It gets even worse. They have a vegan product called Soylent Green.
Now, okay, for those who don't know, Soylent Green is also the name of a 1970s movie.
It's people.
And the whole joke or the whole thing hinges on the fact that people are eating humans.
It's people. Soylent Green is people.
All right. The next couple of days, I used the Soylent Green, and it tasted pretty good. It was like kind of a protein shake taste. On my last bottle, I almost choked on a tooth that was in the... No. That was in the bottle. I went to the Whole Foods help desk and asked them why there was a tooth in my Soylent Green, and they gave me a really weird look.
If I was to add a line here, I'd go, the employee at the counter said, that's bad. But he didn't do anything.
Alan.
They gave me a really weird look. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
When I went down the aisle to find the product, I didn't find any. The people at the help desk thought I was crazy, but they didn't do anything.
There it is.
I'm now at my house and got a text from customer support. They think they can help my problem if I come to Whole Foods after hours. I really hope they can help me. And then they're going to kill him, and he's going to be the Soylent Green.
No,
wow.
Okay. The reason you can't do this. This is already a movie. This is a product that already exists. I mean, I guess.
What's the joke here? That is
maybe
the narrator doesn't know it's Soylent Green because everybody else does.
I think the joke The joke was supposed to be that, haha, there's a product called Soylent. That's a lot like Soylent Green. But that's intentional.
Yeah.
That's
to quote an old UCA meme. See, that's the movie.
yeah.
But the thing is, it's already a movie. This is already a plot point. Like, this is a fan fiction now. Technically, this is considered a fan fiction because this is a movie that already exists. This is a storyline that already exists. Soylent Green, like, if the product was not called Soylent Green and he just went with another name, then it'd be fine. It would, but because he does use Soylent Green, you're like, okay, that's taking from a movie now. There are plenty.
Okay.
There are plenty of like stories that have like, oh, it turns out food is people. Like, that's not anything new.
Yeah, that would have been fine.
But the fact you're using the term Soylent Green, that is already a product from a movie with the same premise.
Soylent is named after a food in Harry Harrison's 1966 science fiction novel, Make Room, Make Room. In the novel, most types of Soylent are made from soy and lentils, hence the name of the product, a combination of soy and lint. The word also evokes the 1973 film adaptation, Soylent Green, in which the eponymous food is made from human remains. Reinhardt also said he chose the name, with its morbid associations, to pique curiosity and deeper investigation, since the name was clearly not chosen with a traditionally flashy marketing scheme in mind. So yeah, on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It doesn't land. And the grammar is distracting.
Also, some people have experienced gastrointestinal problems from consumption of soy, particularly flatulence.
So I say this because if you use a different title,
everything I said was right.
Yeah,
everything you said was correct.
As
usual.
Because this is all it's a first draft, so it's grammatic, like not a first draft that's not edited. Okay, fine. Use a different name. And it's just a short story about like, ooh, I found something that has people in it. Okay, it's a beginning horror story. Don't use a title that's already used if you're going to call it your own. You know what I mean? Pretty
sure. But I'm still getting confused about 11 a.m. to closing. The hours of this Whole Foods are the weirdest hours ever.
The overnight Whole Foods.
Or the Whole Foods is only open for.
I can do a whole run of horror stories about the overnight Whole Foods.
Oh my gosh, that's a great horror anthology, the overnight Whole Foods anthology.
Oh my god, actually, that's a great idea.
Hey, what if that's a goofy writing challenge?
What stories
that the overnight Whole Foods writing challenge?
Tales from the overnight Whole Foods.
Like it's the fucking sideways stories from Wayside School.
Wow, that's a throwback. Oh, I loved that fucking series as a kid.
Those were so good.
I actually was funny enough, I was in a play of it. Like there, like a local theater I did made a play of Wayside School, and I was cast as Allison for that, and we all performed terribly because we're all like 8 years old.
All right, here time for the next poison segment. This is a story called Local Ad. It's very short.
Mm-hmm.
You ready for this? Y'all ready for this?
Sure. Actually, refill.
Okay.
I keep burping because I've been drinking.
That's okay. Yeah. Let me help.
Hey, everyone go listen to the Jameson tapes, because I think my favorite thing about the show is by the time the actual recording starts, Abysme and I have already been drinking for a while, and say very specifically is instructed not to edit out when we burp on mic. So
I honestly do appreciate that. Hey, the episode on The Incredible Melting Man just came out. Go give that a listen.
It's really good. Please listen to it.
It is very good. And so far is the only movie that you guys have talked about that I actually have seen. So
I now need to rewatch the MST3K version. It's been a hot minute.
Oh,
well, Alan just poured himself a triple. So let's get into it.
All righty. Okay. Who should I start again, or who ended?
I believe Alan ended it.
So you want to take it?
Yeah, I'll take it. All right. Local ad. Do you hate boring funerals and having to drive to a restaurant for the view after the viewing? Then come on down to Polly's Pizzeria and Crematorium.
Wait, what? Hold on. What? No, actually, just continue. Hold on.
The only place in the tri-state area to offer pizza and cremation. Okay. Okay.
Do you hate boring funerals and having to drive to a restaurant for the
What effort? Oh no.
Wait, what? Hold on. What? How often? Okay. I mean, I've been to funerals. Very rarely do I go to a restaurant afterwards. Usually it's at like someone's house where people are like do like a potluck or something and they give condolences or whatever or swap stories. Like,
let's talk about how weird it is bringing food to a funeral.
Potlucks and pallbearers, anybody?
But I do find it funny. This is a pizzeria and crematory.
I like the idea that it's an express purposes. It cremates people and uses the same fire to like hand fire pizzas or something. Okay, this is a nugget of a goofy little idea here. I like it.
Miss your papa? Then don't miss our 16-inch pepperoni pizza, hand tossed in sauce. Okay, this is kind of fucking funny. I'm not gonna lie. Miss your papa? Then don't miss. Need a drink? Try our gin and eulogy. Fuck. I've written a eulogy. Why?
It's late.
I know. Need a drink? Try our gin and eulogy or in a memoriam teeny.
All right, let's workshop it right now. What's some better funeral drink names?
Let's see.
I'm gonna go with the Mai Tai condolences.
Oh my god, that's good. Moscow Memoriam.
Moscow Memoriam's not bad. Let me think.
I'm trying to think of popular drink names. Death on the Beach. No.
Death on the Beach. Cadaver on the Rocks.
Memento Teeny.
Oh, that's not bad.
Or like, well, I'm thinking. Moritini. Like yeah. Memento Mori, Moritini. I don't know.
That's not bad.
Memento Hito.
Memento
Hito.
That's
there
good.
We go.
Now I'm going.
we can end the bit now. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Coffin bowl.
Coffin bowl.
Yeah, like a scorpion bowl, except it's in a coffin-shaped bowl.
Oh.
Just really have fun with the person who died.
I think it's back to Allen then, or is it? Oh, is it? Yeah, it is.
Yeah, back to Allen.
So remember to come on down to Polly's Pizzeria and Crematorium for Kids Cremate Free Tuesday. Okay.
No, wait. I think the period was not meant to be there because I think it says for Kids Cremate Free Tuesday. Win a pizza of greater or equal prices bought.
Wow.
Dark. Okay.
You know what? Yeah, this is fine.
But the pizza of greater or equal price? Wait, how much does it cost to cremate a kid? like who's buying it?
Equal or lesser value?
Hey Siri.
Okay, this is kind of gruesome. Forgive me. But like,
hey Siri, how much does it cost to cremate a child?
Okay, I found this on the web for how much does it cost to cremate a child.
How much does it cost?
Generally speaking, the price for cremation of adult at a conventional funeral home ranges from $2,000 to $10,000.
But that's to bury them, right?
No, that says cremation.
Really?
$1,200. $1,200, everybody. The cost is $1,200. In case you don't, in case you were curious and wanted to make that Google search, you don't have to. Alan did it for you. Welcome to our lighthearted, funny podcast. $1,200 if you want to melt a baby.
Oh God, Dave, do you want to take us home?
I might as well. Okay, I'm trying to wrap my head around this stuff.
But like, who's buying pizza at like $1,200?
Oh my God.
Even $300. How?
Well, I mean, like, if you're That is a lot. My brain was about to go on like, well, if you're catering for like a whole funeral, then I don't know. But that is a lot of money.
Yeah, but is there like a drive-through crematorium? You don't bother with all the bells and whistles. Like, here's the body. Can you just like get it to me in like 10 minutes? And
they'll be like, yeah, here's that to you, and some garlic nuts.
Appreciate it. For a limited time only, all bills over $50 will get a free ceramic.
I think it's supposed to be ceramic.
Is this ceramic? I'm reading it verbatim. For a limited time only, all bills over $50 get a free ceramic pizza box earned. Because when you're at Polly's Pizzeria and Crematorium, we treat the dead just as good as the living.
All bills over $50. Wait, so like if I brought okay, what do you mean bills over $50? So it's like, oh wait, I got a crisp 100 bill. Oh, yeah. Awesome. Here.
Just to be sure, I did Google ceramic and it said, did you mean ceramic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, our well, yeah, of course, urns. A lot of urns are ceramic. What am I talking about?
Can you get a pizza? But I like the idea of a pizza box urn. Think about it. It's just like a stone or marble or wooden pizza box. You open it. It's like, what's this? Grandma's ashes.
Could you imagine? You're like, oh, this is interesting. Holy shit! What? It's ashes.
All right. Let's see what we got. We got pineapple and Canadian bacon. Not my thing. That's fine. We got a meat lovers. That's great. We got Kevin.
In all honesty, this is actually not. This is a very funny, tongue-in-cheek, dark humor.
Yeah. No. This is fine.
Yeah. I like this. I think, of course,
you could run with this a little bit if you want to. I like that it's a local ad in a paper, so punctuality is important. Just clean it up a little bit. You got something kind of funny.
It is a first draft. I have to I got to keep reminding myself it's a first draft. It's first draft, meaning not edited at all. So, but I think out of between both stories or both pieces, local ad is definitely my favorite. That was actually pretty funny.
Yeah,
I'll give it that.
Yeah.
Local ad. We're gonna remember Polly's Pizzerina and Pizzerina. It's also you fight blood sports down in the lower level.
Welcome to the Pizzerina.
Are you ready to get sauced? And also order a large pie.
Also, that's why they cremate. It's already a crematorium because they have it's an arena. So
yeah,
it's like people fight to the
death.
And
we're back to Soylent Green.
Shit, it all comes back together. It's all of this is next door to the Whole Foods. It's only open from like the night Whole Foods.
It's only open until
okay. Yeah, this is fun. I will. You know what? For this, for local ad, I'll give it a certified ceramic pizza box urn in terms of my freshness rating.
Yeah.
I'll give this a gin and tome-ic. I don't know.
Gin and turmeric.
Ooh, gin and turmeric. Or gin and tomb. I don't know. Fuck. I
think that works.
I give it a clever dark humor drink name. Insert dark humor drink name here.
By the way, I'm going to go ahead and right now and recommend it. There's a sketch comedy show on Netflix, and I don't have Netflix anymore because fuck Netflix. But there's a show called I Think You Should Leave. That is one of the funniest sketch comedy shows of all time, in my opinion. And there's a sketch on there called My Condolences. And it's not called My Condolences. It's the quote you'll come away from that sketch repeating. But it's one of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen. But yes, I will give this a Mai Tai condolences possible out of a possible second funny thing, whatever.
Insert funny drink here.
All right.
If you like what you hear, plug. Go to creativehorror.com. Plug. Check out Creative Horror YouTube.
Plug.
Check out Darkly Lit, which I handle. Plug. Also check out the Jameson's tapes.
Plug.
And a plug.
Oh, Yeah, I thought there was more plug. Okay, that's fine. We've been plugging a little bit throughout it.
Yeah.
That's all good. Wow. Okay, how are y'all feeling, gang? Feel good?
I feel fine.
Okay,
I'm a little tipsy.
well, that's good. I'm not sure where we're at.
A little buzzed.
A little buzzed. You know what? Feeling kind of hungry.
Ooh, should we go to Polly's Pizzeria? Great.
Yeah, while we're at it, we could stop at the Whole Foods since it's already open, but it's only going to be open for another hour and a half.
No.
No,
It
no.
closes at 11 a.m.
No, it closes at noon.
Yeah.
It opens.
It's probably just opening now.
Just now.
Oh, yeah.
Well, by the time we get there, it should be open. Yeah, sorry. I got that confused again. You know how it is. Oh, wait. Yeah, hold on. I'm getting a notification on my phone. Yep, it's going to be opening in approximately half an hour. Perfect.
Is still marching on.
Good evening, intrepid listeners. This is the Pasta Shade, the host of Midnight Marinara, and this podcast is part of CreativeHorror.com, a network of podcasts and creators working together to build a constructive community of horror fans. For more content like this, visit us at CreativeHorror.com.